Okay, so we just turned off a road. I forget what the number is. I think we're on Forest Road 568 now. And what this is the old Rio Grande and Southern Railroad roadbed. I found out about this in a book about trails you could ride in a bike. But it's a forest road, and I took it yesterday. It was kind of a cloudy day, but today's a pretty nice day. And we'll just take it. I don't know all the points along the way or what milepost exactly we're at. But I'm assuming we start somewhere around milepost 39.7 measured from Durango. And, anyway, it's probably more than 7,000 foot. We might get up to 8,000 or something feet, but it's a real pretty drive anyway. Very few artifacts left. What there is usually ties or something, old rotten ties, and they've been knocked down the embankments and nobody wanted to get them. But the scrappers in 1952, I think it was, or what they called them, dismantlers, they did a pretty thorough job. They got all the rail, the spikes, and the tie plates, and probably if any ties were good, they probably sold them. But anyway, there's not much left. I've seen a few rotten ties and stuff, which is still pretty exciting for me. And there you can see we'll be going around over there on that side over there. You can kind of see a little shelf. Kind of got a makeshift rig for filming, so it may not work out too good, I don't know. But anyway, I was afraid it might have rained quite a bit and gotten muddier, but I don't think it has. And I went about as far as I could, which was off the end of the map that showed where the forest road ended. But anyway, I was going to try to go. It got pretty bad, pretty rough, and I really theoretically like to drive the roadbed all the way to Hesperus, but I don't know if that's possible. And I wasn't even sure I was on the roadbed after a while, and I wanted to go back and check it out more today. Anyway, I won't say much after this rather than run my mouth. Get kind of a look out there. There's quite a few loops, and if I make a video to post on YouTube, I'm going to try to do a little better job putting it together, maybe. Anyway, there's not too many places, even though there's mud, it seems like you can get stuck. It's solid sooner or later, and I got four-wheel drive if I need it, but I'm only in two-wheel drive right now. And some of it's amazingly in good shape. I don't know how often they blade this stuff. It's in pretty good shape overall. But if the video's a little crooked, I'm sorry. That's just the way my little rig is, and I don't want to hand hold it and try to drive and shift at the same time. That's some kind of reservoir. I'll get the name of it later. The only other station I know close is or station name, I don't know if they had any kind of facilities, but is Diggs. I think I'm already by Brayton. Like I said, don't know much about it, but I was anxious to check it out. I want to learn more about the deal. There's several beautiful cuts and spectacular views, which a video or a camera just can't possibly capture. Probably be nice in the winter too. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up for a while and just let the scenery roll by. It'll probably all be speeded up anyways. Some of these places probably had culverts, or some of them even little bitty wooden trestles where they were filled in. I'm sure a lot of this gets washed out when there's rain, so it's probably is a little smoother as a railroad roadbed than it is now. And I'm not sure of the measurement, and I forgot to actually measure today, but it's 6.5 miles to the end of the forest road. Now, I don't know if that's how far that is because I never measured it. I just kept driving. Most of the time we're running along about 15 miles an hour, which, you know, probably about the speed the trains mostly ran. But back in the day, I was running out of time yesterday, running late, and I had to come out of here in a hurry, so I drove pretty quick. I was where I could. Been a little trestle over this. I can't imagine it would have been a dip that big. But when I stopped and checked it out, I couldn't see any sign of it. But there is one place down here where we bypass. I think it's called Starvation Creek. We bypassed on the roadbed, and you can look down in there. Why they bothered to cut all the stuff down, I don't know, but they cut all the bridge pilings down. Might have waited too late. You see the highway going up the side of the hill over there. You took a pretty high route through here. I think there was some electrical maintenance trucks or something come out here today since I've been out here. They were parked at the entrance when I came in. Several really nice loops, and this is one of them. Kind of a loop. You can see kind of the ledge on the other side, maybe. I don't know what the video will show, but we'll end up over there on the side of that other hill or mountain. None of this is four-wheel drive territory. I mean, if you had a little two-wheel drive vehicle, other than have a little ground clearance, it'd probably do just fine on it. Only seen one other truck way out here yesterday besides mine. It doesn't seem very heavily used. Cut. Looks like the rocks are about to fall in it. Hope they don't fall before I get back. actually a shame they tore up this railroad. It was a pretty scenic little ride. The Silverton line was always a more popular one, I think. They saved the line to Cima to Antonito. This was pretty nice too. Finished up with galloping geese running it. And, I think engine 42, Rio Grande Southern 42, was in on the scrapping of some of it. And then they finally gave up on it and a few flat cars, and ended up using one of the galloping geese to, I don't know which one now. I remember reading something about it, but used it to finish scrapping the line, picking stuff up. And like I said, they did a pretty thorough job, I guess. I think it took them a while to do it. The farther you go, the less and less it seems to be used. Now right here, we should have went straight, and I did walk down and find some bridge pilings, and I'll check that out when I come back. I wore long pants today, so I go scrounging around the weeds, but we kind of take a little detour around it. Here's the creek the bridge was over. And right here is where we get back on the roadbed. There were times where I thought I'd lost it for sure. And when I came yesterday, I didn't realize that bridge was probably there. I knew that a little train couldn't have made it around the sharp curve we just did. We're back on the roadbed. I would find ties, pieces of ties every now and then. But when I finally got down there pretty far, I wasn't sure where it went. I traced it on Google Maps satellite view from the air. And I mean, it did go out there, but I'm just not sure it was on any of the roads where I had a choice to take. And I didn't bring my computer. I meant to, so I can check it out better. But bigger map to look at. This kind of cut here definitely still looks like railroad cut. Most of the time they wouldn't have dug anything down like this just for a forest road. But it starts to get a little rougher and rougher. Didn't look like too many people that kept going after a while. And they may not, grade this, get farther down here anyway. down here. There was a pickup down there a little ways, but they were stopped. I didn't know if they knew where they were going either. Just take a little ride out in the country. Also looks like it would have been a railroad cut. Pretty substantial little cut. And the road kind of got better at one point, and I thought, oh man, I'll make the other end of this trail, even though the map doesn't show a road going anywhere. Once you get out here, you just run off the end of the map. Then it got worse in a hurry. And I was running out of time. Didn't have time to check that out. I actually thought I was going to run into the I think it's Cherry Creek Campground or something. One of those other places, or another road that goes north. But it never did. And looking at the satellite view, the railroad roadbed angled back toward the highway in Hesperus. Kind of lost it after it crossed the highway in Hesperus. Tried to pick it up to where it went back into Wildcat Canyon. Wasn't actually able to do that. I think I stopped along here yesterday and found there's a piece of broken cross tie there up on the top of the bank. So I was like, well, I know the railroad's still going so far. Tracks from yesterday, some of them. In some places you find a roadbed still has the ties in the dirt. You can see the tops of them. They might have been covered at one time, they get exposed, but here they pretty well blade this road, and this is where it gets interesting. Where I think this might have caved in and caused this hump. I don't think it was always this way, and it got built up and they just kind of went over it, but they don't do a lot of grading past that point, I don't think. There's a little pull over here. But anyway, wish I'd looked at my mileage deal now so I'd know where in the heck I was, but it gets a little worse, and then it started to get questionable as to whether I was still on a railroad roadbed or not, but I don't see anywhere else that could have went at this moment. Better in here, and I thought, well, I'm well on the way to the highway. Then there's a little intersection here. goes to the left, but I didn't see anything out there. This probably would have had a either a fill or a little trestle over it, although no sign of wood or anything there. And then there's a little, looks like what might have been a reservoir here to the left. Things get interesting. Today I'm going to pick up where I left off and try to figure out if there's any pieces of cross tie or anything. Make sure I'm still, this is still a pretty good cut here. Still looks like something the railroad would have done. Of course, keep in mind it was quit maintaining it in 1951 or 52. Here's another little, this is where it kind of gets sketchy. It's washed out. And I'm pretty sure the railroad didn't go to the right down that hill. So, but, unless they suffered a bunch of washouts, this is where I'm like, well, I'm not even sure if the railroad came down here. But there was probably a trestle here, if I was guessing. But again, you'd think you'd see some remnants of the pilings where they cut them off and shoved them out to the side. But that many years ago, you're never sure. So now I'm running along and I'm like, well, I don't know. So I might, I'm gonna get out here real quick and look around and just see if I can find any cross ties or any sign of it. Okay, we're gonna go on. I still haven't gone as far as I did yesterday, but it's rather disheartening because I didn't see any signs of ties or pilings, and something else that's a little disconcerting as far as following a railroad right away is the fact that, well, this kind of still pretty good here. If it was a little smoother, the railroad could have made this turn. I was thinking up here, somewhere pretty close, it was going around turns that the train probably wouldn't have made. But in here, and it still looks like a cut, so there's just a lot of little pothole areas and stuff that make me wonder if I'm still on the roadbed. But I'll stop up here and look around again somewhere, get my bearings. Here's where it may have went straight here. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and stop right now and pause this while I check it out. Okay, so I looked straight ahead before we went to the left. There were some bridge pilings, about the only sign I could see. And while I was sitting there, a Jeep passed me going the other direction. So somebody been down here. I didn't ask him which direction he came from, but right here we pick up the roadbed again. Well, we're not on it, but it's right to my right. Almost looked like there was a Y there or something. Anyway, back on the roadbed, I think. And somewhere down here, because I wasn't sure I was on the roadbed, somewhere down here is where I turned around yesterday. But we're gonna just see how far we can go. I should have asked that fella that passed, but I didn't. I think I was just amazed I was meeting anybody. So anyhow, somewhere, you know, whenever you get off the trail, you usually backtrack, try to figure out where you got thrown. But, this could be the roadbed, but it's just must have been some more bridges in here. Still no real need of four-wheel drive yet. Might be a little bit, but not yet. Yeah, this is probably the roadbed. It's up on a pretty good embankment. I should have asked them if they turned around or if they kept going out here. But as you can see, it gets a little rough. I don't think anybody actually maintains this. It's probably not even in the forest now. I don't really know. But it sure is some pretty scenery out here. But there's one good thing, if you get to where not too many people travel, you didn't have as many people looking for date nails, artifacts, might actually see something here in a little bit. I'm looking for any signs right now, but don't see any yet. I'm driving too, trying to pay attention, so that doesn't mean I didn't overlook anything. There's the old Gold Run trail for bicycles and stuff, so I guess I'm still in the forest. A little trail went off to the left. I guess I'm still good. I don't know if I'll be able to come out anywhere. Even the Forest Service map I had didn't show. Nice little look at everything, maybe. I don't know if it's hard for me to adjust the camera while we're moving. I just kind of got it on a tripod fastened down in the seat. Ah, here's some more civilization. And now it looks like we're going to get off the roadbed again. So this may be as far as we get to go. So I'm gonna look around and see what we got here.
Stand there and highball.